Hey guys, it's Gameface here and welcome back to episode 12 of my Liverpool career mode. Now in today's episode we're going to be getting through the January transfer window, hopefully trying to get through the whole of the window as well if we can. We've got some big games to play in today's episode as well. Game against Manchester City to play in a few days' time, and some less big games as well against Swansea. So different sort of levels of ability, let's say. We've also got Huddersfield as well, which we might well get onto. It depends how much the transfer window drags on. We've also got some other players we're going to try to bring in, potentially. Also maybe selling some players as well. We'll have to wait and see exactly what happens. Anything can really happen in the final few weeks of the window. Before we get into things though, if we could try and hit 100 likes on today's episode, then I'd really appreciate it. Also, please go ahead, smash the subscribe button if you haven't already as well. Don't forget to click that bell button next to it, and that'd be absolutely fantastic too. Really helps out by obviously you being able to see the videos when they go out, which is obviously pretty helpful. YouTube likes to hide some of that stuff sometimes. Let's take a look at some emails before we get into things too far. I've got a transfer offer in here for Bobby, a loan offer. Is he loan listed? Yeah, he is. Okay, so we are going to send him out on loan if that deal can be agreed there to Walsall. We'll wait and see. Sometimes it breaks down. Mane as well to Spurs. That's obviously not going to happen, especially not for that sort of amount, but I'm not interested in getting rid of him anyway. And we're going to get onto this game against Man City now. I'll see in the next few days. We won't do any transfers until after the City game, because I have got a few different things like being scouted and that sort of stuff. So we'll leave it for a little bit. We'll get onto the City game first of all and see if there's any more emails before that game. Okay, so another email to take a look at, this time for Ben Woodburn, and it's a loan offer from Sunderland. No interest in, again, loaning him out at all. He's going to stay at the club for us. He's put in some good performances when he's come on, and we are going to continue to keep him at the club. Great news for us, Bobby has been loaned out. Now he goes to Walsall for a one-year loan deal. And let's crack on with the game against Man City. This is a team going to go with quite a strong side. Alisson in goal, Alexander-Arnold, Van Dijk, Matip and Robertson in defence. In front of that, Henderson, Wijnaldum and Chan, with Salah, Firmino and Mane status our front three, and all those guys in position for once as well. I see every single episode you guys saying that they should play left and right wing. I obviously know, but I have chosen to put them on the opposite sides because that's where they play better. For this game though, I've put them on their usual sides just to see whether I can get a good performance from them finally. Let's see how we get on, trying to get ourselves a 3-0 victory like they did in real life recently. I guess it's a different competition and also probably a different team for both sides as well. So we'll wait and see exactly how we get on. Come on, Salah, I need a big performance from you here. Show me that you can actually play as a right winger in game. Come on. Here we go. Let's see how we get on. Try and win at Anfield against Man City. I think this could be a tough match. Hopefully we can get a good performance from the team, and hopefully Man City don't play particularly well as well, but I'm expecting quite a competitive game here. If we can keep a clean sheet, then we'll also put ourselves in a good position, but being able to do that is easier said than done. Firmino beats the holding midfield there. Now onto Salah. It's a really good chance for Salah. Looking to try and create stuff if he can. Can he pick out Mane at the back post? Oh, took a deflection away from Mane and cleared away. That was a dangerous attack for us there. Caused Man City some issues, and hopefully we still can through Firmino. Company intercepts. I've just realised this video is probably going to go out maybe on the day of the Man City-Liverpool game, or maybe the day after. In which case, I don't know what's gone on in the score, so I can't talk about it, unfortunately. But what I can talk about is Wijnaldum going through and nearly scoring. He should score that as well. He's got to at least hit the target there inside 10 minutes. Firmino with a lovely back heel. Great run from Wijnaldum. He's been making those sort of runs a lot recently from deep, and this time puts it wide, unfortunately. Gutted by that, but yeah, we should do much better. Ball through here to Salah. Still looking to try and create if we can. Great start to this match. Salah going to shoot. Not much curl on it in the end, and that's going to be a goal kick. Good ball in. No way. First shot on goal they score. Leroy Sané, who manages to just tap it in past the goalkeeper. Makes it look really easy. That's because it was fairly easy. We didn't defend that cross at all. And really, really disappointing stuff from us there. Just got to try and clear it away. There's a guy in front of Sané, I think. He just beats him to it, though, somehow. And yeah, they're winning the game 1-0, 16 minutes in. Really disappointing. We'll look back on the replay here. Alexander-Arnold is on Sané and then just loses him. And it's just a tap in for him there. We're losing the game 1-0. Such a disappointing way to concede when we started the game so well. First shot, first goal for City. And we've lost the clean sheet as well. Salah trying to charge his way through past Mendy. That's really good. Salah now through on goal with his right foot. Saved by Ederson. It was a difficult one in the end because I was going to try and go with his left foot, but I thought the angle was going to be cut off by Company. So I had to go on the right foot, and it was saved by Ederson. Not quite good enough in the end, but City come forward for the second time in this game. Sané looking for a cross into the middle. Have to header that one away, and we will. Ball into the back post. Off the bar and cleared away just about. Man City nearly doubling their lead. We've got to try and defend this much better. Chan still to do something here. Lets him pass too easy. Still going. That's a great challenge from Van Dijk. Look at that for a pass into Wijnaldum. He's through to shoot. Oh, drags it wide again. The exact same place. Wijnaldum's missed 2 chances now. Not hit the target on 2 chances as well, which he should do, I think, from both of them. Drags that one wide. Oh, what a pass that is to Salah from Firmino. Salah's going to go for a cross on his right foot now. Can he find Firmino? Oh, gets wiped out. And what a save from Ederson. It's offside anyway, though, quite clearly. No, it's not. No, it's not offside. How is it not offside? I say it was quite clear, and, I mean, surely that's offside. No? Or have I just got this wrong? Or does maybe he not get the header then? Must be the defender that gets the last touch then. Because he's definitely in an offside position, but what a save from Ederson. That could have been a goal for us. It's gone out for a corner. Ederson somehow got down to that fantastically well. Ball goes in, Salah's in there of all players, but he does win it. Half time. Losing the game 1-0. We shouldn't be losing the game 1-0. We should be drawing at least here, if not winning. We haven't quite taken our chances though, and Man City have had, I was about to say, 2 or 3 chances, and they scored one of them, the only shot they've had on target as well. So frustrating, really annoying for us. We've got to try and improve in the second half, try and create more clear-cut chances as well. We're getting into these wide positions, but every time we try and come inside, every time it gets blocked off, we lose the ball. And so it's really just not working using those sort of players. That's why I have them on opposite wings, because they can get proper crosses on the favoured foot. Which is something we'll look at if it doesn't continue to work out for us. Yeah, it's just a little bit annoying. Our wingers are just becoming really ineffective. And you can't afford to carry 2 players. Wijnaldum. There we go, into Chan. Poor touch from him, but he's still got it. Shoots! Oh, should score. But it's a great save by Ederson. Out for a corner. Let's try and hit someone here. Hopefully Van Dijk if we can at the front post. Little bit behind him, but he still connects and saves. Then we're going to swap around the wingers here. Not too happy. Not really affecting the match. If you don't affect the game, then you can't really be on the pitch. Now, obviously you want those guys on the pitch. They've just got to be in the positions where they play best. And for me, it's the opposite side to where they play in real life. Okay, first we change Origi and Oxlade-Chamberlain to come on. We're going to take off Chan and Firmino. Give those guys a bit of a rest and bring on Origi, who I thought played very well when he came on last time. Doesn't have very long to affect the game, unfortunately. This game sort of really drifted off from us, and Firmino's going to come off now. He's struggled against Company. Company every time has just done this to him. Every time we tried to feed the striker, that's happened, and it's got quite frustrating for us. So we're going to have to try and change the striker now. Hopefully Origi with a bit more strength on him can do a better job than Firmino's done up against Company. You just hope that the striker would pin himself against the other centre-back, Otamendi, but hasn't happened like that at all for us. It's always been Company that's out-strengthened them. Okay, final change. We're going to take a Wijnaldum. Shaqiri will come on, and we're going to put him right next to Origi. Really running out of time now, 7 minutes left. Shaqiri, over to Salah, that's good. Salah trying to get running. Salah wins it back. Still going. Origi, what the hell are you doing? Still got it here through Mane, who's managed to get past Mendy. Mane across the box. Shaqiri scores! We've equalised. It's 1-1. The substitute's done it. He's been on the pitch 3 minutes, but we've eventually scored. Oh, I thought we were going to lose that one there, but Salah just managed to get it back and play it back across into Mane. And then it was a bit of a mess, to be honest, in the box for us. We played it across anyway. Man City's defence seemed to step up amongst that. Don't really know what went on here. They just seemed to all go forward. Company lost his man, and Shaqiri puts into the back of the net. 1-1. Can we nick ourselves a victory with a couple of minutes left? Plus stay on time. Well played. He's won it back. Go on. Let's get going forward. Origi now into Shaqiri. Looking to Salah. Salah needs to find Origi. Oh, he made the wrong run. He should have gone in front of the centre-back. Origi's gone down injured, and Salah still has it. Still looking for a pass. Intercepted. That'll be it now. Gutted by that, because we did maybe have another opportunity there if we used the ball better. But I mean, we should win the game. We should really win that match. With the chance we had in the first half, it should have been 1 or 2-0 by the time that City scored. So that's frustrating, because we again have dropped 2 points for us there. But obviously City are a good team, so in terms of the scoreline, you can say it's a fair or realistic scoreline, but in terms of the in-game performance, we should win. Okay, so after that game, we're now 4 points behind Chelsea, who are in first place. They're starting to get a little bit further ahead of us now, which isn't good at all. Hopefully we can try and catch them up though at some point during today's episode. Let's do some play drills. Sessegnon and Alexander-Arnold, the 2 players we're going to be trying to train up this week, and Sessegnon goes up to 75 overall. That's great news. Fantastic to see. Alexander-Arnold's still not quite at 77. Want to try and get him towards 80 if we can in the next month, I'd say. Maybe even 2 months it might take. We'll have to wait and see. Man City now going to 5th place themselves, and maybe they were in the top 6 at that point before the game. But yeah, certainly not doing as well as you'd expect them to be doing. Well, now someone's the game against Swansea, see what happens in terms of transfers. I'm still not 100% sure who I want to sign. Yeah, that's something I'm probably going to have to decide on pretty quick if I do want to sign anyone. Okay, so I thought I'd take a look at players with 6 months left on the contract, and I think these are the players here. So potentially pre-contract arrivals if we want to. Obviously they've got to be 23 and above, so Goretzka misses out on that. But there's certainly certainly some players here that I could well be interested in. We'll take a look through them as much as we can, and I'm sure more will be added to this list as well as we go on. Again, Martial misses out on the threshold. But yeah, I think we might look at some of these players, potentially. I kind of want to sign Aaron Ramsey. It's a bit of a strange signing, potentially, but he is someone that I want to try and get in. I think he'd be quite good for us. Just whether that would happen in real life. I mean, I've seen stranger stuff happen than that. I think he kind of fits the Liverpool midfielders as well that we currently have. I think he'd be pretty good. I don't really know whether we should get him or not. It's certainly very tempting to try and bring in Aaron Ramsey. Do I approach to sign him for next season? Yeah, I'm going to go for it. Look, MAN.CITY was sold from Chelsea to Man U, so why can't we just have Aaron Ramsey? You see? Logic. Also, he's Welsh as well. You know, we have a big Welsh history at Liverpool of Joe Allen. Anyway, on to his contract. He wants to be an important first-team player. 3-year contract as well. Happy to give him that until he's 30. And no release clause. Good. Let's go ahead with that. Let's accept that. Let's move on to his wage now. I'm not really too sure what amount he'll want. So we are just going to go 150. Let's hopefully just go and accept that, please. Yes. No bonuses. No signing on fee. Happy about that. Aaron Ramsey joins us for the new season. Okay, so pretty happy about that signing. I'm looking forward to using Aaron Ramsey in this team next season. And we are now going to go on to the game against Swansea, bidding for Joe Gomez from Juventus, which is a bit strange. £10.2 million. Joe Gomez, I think, a really talented player. I like him a lot in game. No interest in selling him or loaning him. Another transfer friend this time for Danny Ings from Sampdoria, £11.1 million. Now, this might be something I think about. Because obviously, Origi coming into the team now. I don't think we really need Danny Ings. And we've also got Solanke in the team as well, so I think we're definitely going to get rid of Danny Ings. I like Solanke more than I do Ings in game, so I'm going to get rid of him. We've got enough strikers now with Origi coming back. Ings to Sampdoria, it might well break down, to be honest. It's not the sort of deal you often see happen, but I guess we'll wait and see. Let's just hope that we can get a deal agreed. I'm going to ask for a little bit more money, as I always do. We're going to negotiate and hopefully try and get 13 or 14 million. It's only an extra couple of million, but it's certainly worth, I think, trying to push it as much as possible. We're going to propose a new fee. I think we'll go 13.5. I don't want to ask for a ridiculous amount and make them walk out the room. They might still do that, but let's see. 11.1. Okay, is that just the same offer? Because it certainly seems like it. 12. I've reduced it significantly. Oh, are you seriously only willing to buy 11.1? We'll accept it then. Was that even less than what they offered before? I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure they offered about that, didn't they? Yeah, 11.1 was the original offer. Not really how negotiations work usually, but I'll accept 11.1. Transfer in here for Alexander-Arnold, another player I don't want to get rid of. Fiorentina, £13.8 million, no chance. Okay, this is quite interesting. The fixtures have just been changed now, so we've got a game against Tottenham to play at the end of the week, or basically in a week's time, near enough, in the FA Cup. So we are still going to go for a strong team with the Swansea team, but there's another game before the transfer window ends, so we probably won't get to any matches outside of the January transfer window now. But this is the team we're going to go with for the game against Swansea. Like I say, very strong side. It's basically the exact same team. We do have Salah and Mane swap around though for this game, but other than that, the same side. Let's crack on with things. Let's try and get ourselves a victory here and bounce back from a disappointing draw against Man.CITY. Okay, here we go for this game against Swansea from the Liberty Stadium. Let's see how we get on. Try and get ourselves a victory. And hopefully, like I said before, bounce back for the game against City. Need the 3 points here. Need to try and catch up Chelsea. Currently 4 points behind them. Let's hope that lead does not grow after this game. Good start though. Really, really strong starts. That was close. Ayew backing in there to, I think, Van Dijk, and they've still got the ball here going forward. Going for the kill early on. Got to try and defend this one properly. Stay on our feet if we can. They've still got it. We can't win it back. It's just on the edge of the box, and Sanchez will take it out for us. That's helpful, but he's still got it again. Why are we allowing this to happen? This is Swansea, for God's sake. Henderson running forward. Now a pass into Wijnaldum. It's going to go a little bit beyond him. Going to come back inside. Good ball into Firmino. He shoots and scores. That's the most bizarre goal ever because I really didn't mean to find Wijnaldum like that at all. And it kind of messed up the pass, to be honest. It wasn't supposed to go as far wide as it did. But we kind of just went along with it. It drifted it across the left-hand side. He came back across and, again, wasn't even looking for Firmino, but he just ends up being in the right position at the right time. Through the legs of the defender. I think Mawson, is it, that's gone to block that? Hopefully. It's 1-0 anyway. Drills it into the bottom left-hand corner, and we're winning this game. Good start. I mean, I wouldn't say it's deserved. Swansea being the better team. We've had more possession in our half, and that's probably our first shot as well. So we've done to Swansea what a lot of teams do to us, score with our first shot. Ball going in here. It's going to be an equaliser. It is. Yeah, virtually straight from kick-off. And I can't really have too many complaints because they probably should have scored earlier on, but it's Sanchez who scores. Got to defend it properly. You could see at the moment the ball went to the box that was going to happen. And a bit of a mess again at the back. Salah looking to Firmino, great pass. Firmino running through on his left foot, shoots and scores. We're back in front, 2-1, 2 shots, 2 goals, and Firmino does it there with a great finish on his left foot. Winning the game now against Swansea, and we've managed to string a few passes together there. Good bit of play, deserved the goal based from that bit of play. Swansea still could have threatened on the attack, so can't get too over the top about it, because I think they will eventually come forward again, maybe even straight from kick-off, but they have looked a good team in the early stages. Luckily, though, we do find ourselves in front here. 12 goals for Firmino this season. What a pass that was to Mane. Mane's still going. Can he try and pick out Firmino with a cross into the middle? Oh! He actually got there in the end. I think that's going to be a goal kick. I was expecting him to be beaten to it. I was just about to get annoyed because I shouldn't really have gone for a cross there. I should maybe gone for a pass, but he got there anyway to Firmino, beat the defender to it somehow. Okay, half-time, winning the game 2-1. Obviously great to be in front here against Swansea. Definitely not game over though. Swansea looking a threat still going forward, and I imagine they'll have a couple more chances before the game is over. So we've got to try and build on this scoreline. That's what worries me, that we haven't been able to do that. And we've been allowing teams to still be in matches. We can't allow that to continue, and so we have to score again. Ball into Salah, looking for a cross into the middle. It's a good ball into Mane. Oh, hit the target. Come on. Pretty simple header as well. 4 minutes into the second half now. Great delivery from Salah. He's got to do better there. I know he's under a little bit of pressure, but just got to head it properly. Wijnaldum now into Salah. That's more like it. Salah through, and again should do better. Trying to follow up, but it's a great challenge on him there. And out for a corner. Should really have scored that first chance that we had. Really good opportunity. And headed away from the corner. Chan over to Salah, looking into the box again. Great delivery. Mane make up for it. Oh, went the volley this time. It was going wide, but it was cleared by the defender. I think he got a body on it anyway, but it was never going to go in the back of the net regardless. Firmino, there we go into Chan. That's good. Chan running forward, looking to try and pick out Mane if he can. Mane's going to shoot, and it's a goal. There we go. That's more like it. 3-1. Mane increases our lead to 2 goals now, and that's a fantastic strike from him. Great ball there from Chan as well. Just found the space, did Mane. Just caused him a few issues down that right-hand side. And obviously the fullback had to come in, try and cope with Chan. That left Mane free. Just smashes it home. You've no chance of stopping that. 3-1 now. Giving ourselves a better advantage. Mane only with 5 goals this season, which is a bit disappointing, given the fact this is our, 23rd, 24th game, I think. You'd expect a higher rate from him, but I think the goals have been fairly spread out across the whole team, with nobody really scoring that many just by themselves. A minute to go. Going to make all 3 changes just because I forgot. Sessegnon, Cook and Lallana to come on. We're going to take off Wijnaldum, Chan and Mane. Salah going to the right-hand side now for the final minute, and added on time. Better late than never. Henderson over to Salah. Chance for Salah to get running forward. Can he pick out Firmino? He can. Blocked. Firmino trying again. This time it goes in. A little bit fluky, that one, but we'll take it. 4-1 now. Firmino gets himself another goal, is it, in this game? Pretty sure it's his second. Could be wrong. And that'll be his 13th of the season now, I think, in the league as well, which I'm also very happy about. Salah doing a good job on this right-hand side. Coming inside and just about getting a pass away. Initial shot was saved, but the follow-up couldn't be saved. And Firmino scores again. And there we have it. Finishes 4-1, gets us 3 points as well. Unfortunately not to get the clean sheet, but didn't really deserve to get a clean sheet because they played really well. And they could have really had a goal or 2 in this match more. But Firmino does get himself a hat-trick, actually. Not realised that it was going to be a hat-trick, but there you go. 5 shots, 3 goals from him. And a pretty impressive performance, to say the least. They had 1 shot, 1 on target, 1 goal, which I think this is where the stats don't really reflect the game, because Swansea were better than that. They had more opportunities in the first half. They went forward more often, and for the first 25 minutes, they looked the better team. So those stats don't really tell the whole picture. Saying that, the whole second half was ours, and we totally dominated it, really. Okay, some play drills, and this week we have Alexander-Arnold go up to 77 overall. Fantastic. Obviously, we saw Sessegnon go up last week, Alexander-Arnold this week as well. Going to continue to try and train those guys up. It's tempting to take Sessegnon out now, and maybe just try and train maybe Lewis Cook up on Woodburn, possibly, which I think is maybe what we should do, I think, next week. For now, we've got a game at Spurs to play. Looking forward to that game. That'll be the final one of today's episode, meaning that we will have time to do transfers after and in next episode as well. So I'll obviously go through your comments. Last video hasn't yet gone up, so I have not had a chance to have a look at your comments, but I will do ready for next episode. Klein and John Henderson, 2 offers coming in. One for Klein from Villarreal, £24.6 million. It's an okay amount. I think we could get more for him, but it's also a case of do we try and sell him or not? It's one of those things where he's the second choice right back now. I don't actually think we are going to sell him. It's an okay amount. We can always sell it at a later date if we want to, but I think for now I'm fine with that. And a bid in for John Henderson from Inter Milan. another player I don't want to sell. Okay, this isn't good news for us. Danny Ings' transfer talks are broken down. He's not going to move to Sampdoria. Wonder whether that would happen, and it has, unfortunately. Bid in here from Bayern Munich for Klein. Again, going to be rejected. 21.7 is a pretty poor offer from Bayern. Okay, on to the FA Cup match now against Tottenham. This is going to be the final game of today's episode. It's an away match as well, so we're at Wembley for this game, and we're going the exact same team, so no point going through it once again. It's the same side they put out in the last match. Let's try and get ourselves into the next round if we can as well. Obviously, tough game against Tottenham, especially in such early stage. I think it's the first round, actually, of the competition, or the third round as when we enter. So, yeah, let's see how we get on. Tough match. Harry Kane seems to be starting, and so we could be expecting goals here. Okay, here we go for this game against Tottenham at Wembley Stadium. Let's see how he gets on, try and win this match, and hopefully puts in a really good performance again. Obviously, it was very good against Swansea for most of the match anyway. There's times we did seem to drop off a little bit. We've got to make sure we are a bit more relentless in this game. It's going to be tough, though. Tottenham are a good side, so it's not really going to be particularly easy to control the whole match. And let's just try and get off to a good start by getting a goal if we can. Little 1-2 going on here. Chan trying to run through, still looking for someone else to play it to. And we've lost out there. Salah. Can he find that pass through now to Mane? It's a good ball. Mane running at Vertonghen. Can he find a way onto his right foot here? Trying to shoot and save by Lloris. It's always going to be difficult to get much closer to the goal. I could see Vertonghen was getting closer to us and maybe was going to try and win that back in a second. And it was a tough strike on his right foot there. Through to Ali. Good save by Ellison. Out for a corner, 14 minutes in. Really disappointing there. Lost the ball, gave it straight back to them. And basically just held on to it for too long. They've gone forward themselves now. Got to try and clear that one away. We have done a good job that time round. But yeah, a little bit disappointed. Not quite used our possession properly just yet. Still early on in this game. Still trying to settle into the match a bit. Wijnaldum needing an extra man. Henderson will be the extra man now. Going to try and get a shot away. Oh, had to hit the corner. It's not good enough. Good chance. Ali will score. Absolutely dreadful. Absolutely rubbish. This little touch that takes it away from the defender. We don't defend it properly at all. Where's the midfield? Chan stood still. What are you doing? You're one of the centre mids in front of the defence. Defend. It's always the same issue though with this formation. I seem to find I can't get it a formation in the 4-3-3 where they sit in front of the defence and protect it. They just all want to go off and play. Which is fine when you've got the ball, fine when you're attacking, but when you don't have the ball, and when you're actually fairly near their attacks, you've got to do better. Ball goes into Firmino, and it's a good strike, actually, a good save. I don't know how he even found Firmino with that pass initially. It's a good response so far, but really disappointing from the midfield. Henderson to deliver into the box, and that was, I think, Firmino at the front post, but again, saved by Lloris. This is useless again, absolutely useless defending. Luckily, Alexander gets back again, but every time they're getting in between the two lines because the midfield are too far forward. They're getting in between the midfield and the defence, and we just can't seem to cope with them at all. It's really, really frustrating because I can see it happening every single time. Henderson now going to try and drop a little bit deeper. I mean, whether they'll actually play in that position, I have no idea, but it's so annoying to see. We're going to try and get into man mark, stay back while attacking. It's the only solution I can really come up with. Going to have to cut this one back, I think. Salah's got it. Now over to Firmino. Saved and couldn't be followed up by Mane. Again, should do much better with that opportunity. 9 shots, no goals. Tottenham, 3 shots, 1 goal. Happens time and time again. Half time, losing the game 1-0. Let's get on with the second half straight away. We know what we have to do. We have to defend better in between the defence and midfield. And we have to attack better. Just do everything better. Chan running forward. Got Salah over to his left. Salah looking back to Chan. That's more like it. Chan now has to get across into the middle. Another easy save for Lloris. But that's more like what you have to try and do. You've got to get midfielders beyond the attackers. Firmino now into Mane. That's more like it. We're in behind the fullback. Mane has to do something here. Mane saved again. We've got to score those chances. It's a good save from Lloris. Again, it just always feels like if the opposition had that chance in that position, they'd score it. When we have that chance and we just don't seem to score it. I don't know if it's the goalkeepers maybe that I've obviously, I think, increased their ability, I think, with the sliders, but it might be that, but I think it's just really annoying to see. First two changes, Oxlade Chamberlain and Shaqiri to come on. We're going to take off Wijnaldum and Chan, about 20 minutes to go, 15-20 minutes now. Obviously change to the formation. We're sort of running out of options here because it's getting really annoying. We're all in their half, we're just not doing anything. And at this rate, we won't win the game, we'll lose the match, but we have to try and change something, and that's what we've obviously tried to do from the bench here. We'll wait to see if those changes can get made in time to actually have some sort of an impact. Robertson running forward here, needing more options in the box, or something we don't have. Robertson going to have to shoot himself, or just behind Chan. And that sums up this game, really. I don't think the subs are going to be made, unfortunately, because the ball isn't going out. it's not helpful. So the impact I was hoping to try and make with those guys doesn't seem to be able to happen, which is making things even more annoying for us. So yeah, we've lost this game, which is a bit of a shame again to drop another set of points, this time 3 points of course, but again, one of those situations where we're not taking our chances and the opposition have a couple and they do. That's not a foul apparently as well, so yeah, it's very annoying. It's very annoying for me, but again, it's making the league very competitive. It means that we're not running away with the league, we're not even in first place. I think we'll be 7 points behind now, I think, Chelsea, so yeah, it's frustrating, really frustrating. I think Tottenham might get a second still as well. They've certainly had the chances in the very late stages, but yeah, lost the game. Yeah, we'll move on pretty swiftly from that. You know my thoughts on that. 13 shots, 11 on target, 0 goals. I don't have to say that's not good enough, but you know it. 7 shots, 4 on target, 1 goal as well. So like I said, let's move on now. Forget about that game. Move on to next episode. Obviously out of the FA Cup as well, which I'm a bit gutted by. So I just realised that I thought it was a league game, but it is the FA Cup match. So out of the FA Cup as opposed to dropping points in the league. It doesn't leave us in a particularly good position to end today's episode because disappointed that we've out of the FA Cup wanted to do something in that, and I think maybe even out the target are based around that as well, which I'll just have a look at now. Yeah, so we reached the semi-finals. Clearly not done that, going out in the first round, I think. So gutted by that, but that is everything for today's episode. Thank you all so much for watching. If we could try and hit 100 likes on today's episode, then I'd really appreciate it. Also, please go ahead, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already as well, and that'd be absolutely fantastic too. Don't forget to hit the bell button as well, and that'd be great, guys. I really would appreciate you doing that. Also, don't forget you can follow me on Twitter at GameFaceHD and on Instagram at GameFaceHD as well. Links to all that in the description below, and you guys can go ahead and click through and follow me there. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.